celebrating everything the Coastal Bend has to offer.
This is a great place to live, so let's talk about it.
Get the scoop on the latest trends, popular fashions, hottest music, exciting events, and so much more.
Come on, let's have some fun.
This is Coastal Living on KZTV.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coastal Living. We hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're very excited to be here with you. It feels good to be back. We're on our third week now of hanging out with you all, and we're loving it. We have an exciting show today, lots of DIY projects. Now, I want to open the dialogue here and give you an opportunity to think about maybe some DIY things that you've either done in the past that you're proud of, or maybe something that you have on your to-do list. But first, I want to ask Jocelyn. Jocelyn, what are some DIY projects that you have done and that you're proud of?
Well, Clarissa, I've experimented with detox drinks. I think right now, of course, we have to maintain a healthy lifestyle and diet. So one thing I've been experimenting with are different juices. So this is something that I would love to share with our viewers, especially. So I may be giving away our daily challenge a little bit early, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to give that a little teaser for our viewers there in case you want to try some of these great ideas out. And this is something that I've been working on, and I know we've talked about many different DIY projects on our show, and that's one of the many things I love about coastal living. So, Clarissa, what are some things that you've been working on?
Well, first I have to say I love the idea of juicing. I went through a big juicing phase back in the day, and the only reason I stopped was because I got tired of cleaning my juicer. But I got a new one for my wedding, which I won't open until we get a new home. But when I do, it's on, and I will try any recipe that you come up with because it's great for your gut health, your overall health, helps in that intake that fiber if you're not big on vegetables and fruits. So I love that idea. Plus, one that stands out to me is one of your recent fashion segments. You have a very organized closet, and to me, that's a DIY because I've spent some time doing that with mine. I never finished, but one day my aspiration is to have my closet look like yours.
Well, I feel like I'm still working on that. So I'm definitely working on a new shelf. So I kind of want to take a look at what you have. How did you put yours together?
Okay, well, speaking of shelves, I'll rotate my camera here. Let's see, this way. This is a DIY project that I figured out on my own. I just Googled some instructions. As you can see, I've got an abundance of shoes that I don't really wear, really just for coastal living, but I needed somewhere to put them. So I went to Home Depot. I had my measurements. I knew exactly what I needed. Of course, there were some things I forgot, had to go back and forth, had to kind of trial and error the situation, but I have to say it's something I'm really proud of. I see it every day and I'm like, yeah, I did that. And it's not perfect. And a couple of the shelves might be ready to fall out of the wall, but hey, it's my shoes. And that makes me feel really good. And that's something I want to share with our viewers, is just because it's a DIY, that alone tells you something, right? It's not going to be perfect because you did it yourself instead of hiring a professional. There are some things that I should have hired a professional for, like some problems with my air condition unit that I had in the past that might have gotten worse and not better, but that's another topic. Either way, DIY is a really great way to pass the time, especially for those of us who are getting kind of stir crazy at home. And there are a few other projects that I've done, but I want to save them for later in the show to kind of talk to y'all about. But DIY doesn't have to be building something. Like in your case, you're coming up with sort of a menu for your gut health to try juicing. You can try recipes, you can try repurposing things and recycling for a better cause. So we have lots of ideas today, and that's kind of what our show is centered around. So I'm really excited to talk about it. All right, so speaking of DIY, one thing Jocelyn and I have in common is our love for sushi, right? So we all know that that can be really, really pricey, especially if you have a large family. I mean, you're talking $30 a person if you go to a nice sushi place. Well, the good news is that it's something you can try from the comfort of your own home with the right ingredients and tools that you can find locally here in the Coastal Bend. So we were able to sit down with a local business owner, Miss Mary, who was able to teach us how to roll sushi from the comfort of our own homes. Now, keep in mind, we're revisiting this segment. It's one that Jocelyn did a while back. So don't worry about the social distancing. This was before COVID-19. They're safe, everybody's healthy, and now you're gonna feel real good knowing how to roll sushi at home. Check it out.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Mary Pung Vilakun, and she is a local sushi chef and an amazing one at that. and today she's going to show us how to roll some killer, amazingly delicious sushi. So let's get started. What are some of the first things that we need?
Well, for sure you're going to need your rice.
Course.
When you roll sushi, it's a matter of preference, but traditionally it would be medium grain rice. You can find that at H-E-B or your local Asian market. You want to add ingredients to your rice. So best way to cook your rice is in a rice cooker.
Where should we go from here?
Okay, what we have here is our nori, which is our seaweed paper.
Okay.
That's going to be the base of your sushi. Then you're going to add your rice. We wear sushi gloves, but you can use your bare hands. Just have a little bowl of water. You can dip your fingers into it. That way the rice doesn't stick to your fingers. Then we're going to knead the rice gently onto the nori. Cover up your seaweed.
Awesome. All right, I'm taking my time here. I'm a perfectionist. I hope that's...
I completely understand.
This is my first time making sushi, and I'm very excited about it.
You're doing a great job, though.
Thank you. I'm learning from the best.
We always need part-time help here.
Yes.
Just in case. Okay, then we're going to flip it over.
Okay.
We're going to flip our bed. We call this a bed. We're going to flip it over.
Okay.
And then you're going to add your ingredients. So we're doing a basic California roll. That's going to be crab sticks. This is absolutely delicious. You can find this at your local Asian market, but you definitely cannot get it at your large grocery supplier here. Cucumber and avocado. Avocado, we like to use medium avocados because it's the best type to roll your sushi with. So it's not too mushy and it's not too firm.
Okay, great. And so does it matter where you put
your placement? Your placement should be closer to you. That way when you fold it over and you roll,
okay, so
it's a lot easier.
I could stack the cucumber here.
Absolutely. So what you want to do now is fold this over, fold your bed over, your ingredients, and kind of tuck it in.
Am I doing it?
Yes, you're doing it. Perfect, perfect.
That's what I'm talking about.
Tucking it all the way across, fold it over all the way through. And then what our bamboo mat is used for is to shape our sushi roll.
Okay, and does that tighten it also?
Yes, it does. So now you have the shape that you want. You can do round or you can do square. I like to do kind of have a semi-square shape to my sushi roll.
Yeah. Let's see, is this looking okay?
That's perfect. That's pretty. Okay, so then we have a few toppings here.
Okay, what do we got here?
So we have our toasted sesame. We have our blackened sesame. And then we have togarashi, which is Japanese 7-spice and sesame seeds. I love the togarashi, but here, typically we'd use the white, our toasted sesame and our black sesame. So either one's fine. I'm gonna use the togarashi since I like a little bit of spice.
Okay.
It goes right on.
Great.
And then what I'll do is I'll kind of fold it over. Yes, I get it all on the bottom.
Nice. I'm gonna
fold it over.
My regular.
This will help keep it all in.
I love sesame seeds.
Be generous with it. Don't be shy.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice. So you just roll it again?
Roll it again.
All right.
Perfect. That just helps keep everything together.
Okay.
Then we're done with our mat.
Okay.
Now it's time to cut.
Wow.
We have a special sushi knife that's ordered actually from Japan. So you always want to dip your sushi knife in water. That way the rice doesn't stick to your knife and it doesn't mess up your sushi roll.
Okay.
Okay, there's me a technique. So watch your fingers.
So cut it in half.
Cut it in half first. Then we can do 8 pieces or 10 pieces. Here we're going to do 8 pieces.
And then I'm trying to get artsy here, so I'll put these right in the middle.
The more you roll and the more you cut, you become better at it. So.
There you go. Not bad for my first time.
Good job.
Thank you so much, Mary. You're great.
You're welcome. Until next time.
Yes. Take a look.
Okay, so I told you all that you're gonna learn a lot. I hope that you're inspired to try this at home. I can tell you now, as someone who has attempted to roll sushi many, many times, it's not gonna look like it does at the restaurant. And if it does, you're a natural. Otherwise, give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Practice makes perfect. And just have fun with the ingredients. You know, maybe the kids aren't into the seafood. They wanna put some chicken nuggets in there. I mean, you can really do whatever you want with sushi. I've even seen rolls with just edamame inside. So get creative, have some fun with it. To each their own, and enjoy. We want to see those sushi rolls if you do make them. Okay, guys, now we have a really fun show coming up. Lots more creative for you. We're going to visit with Dr. Patel from the nonprofit coffee shop, The Coffee Barrel, and he's going to teach us how to make an easy and classy drink that our family will love. A classy drink? Plus, we have your Coastal Living Daily Challenge, and when we return, Kendall is going to show us how to repurpose ground coffee for a more beautiful garden. Interesting. Curious to see it anywhere? We're going to visit that when we come back on Coastal Living.
You're watching Coastal Living on KZTV, the only lifestyle show made in the Coastal Bend for the Coastal Bend.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.